Some of these are based on facts, and most of them have been fictionalized. If you'll look at your program, you'll see where you get to choose whether it's fun, fact, or fiction, or all three, or any combination of three. We hope you're going to have fun with all of them. But try to determine, and you won't know, it's not a test, I'm not going to take it up and grade it. I can't believe I'm a teacher saying that. But we hope that you will look at our fun with life that we have fictionalized. And just like all humans, every time we tell our fish story, the fish gets bigger and bigger and better and bigger and better. So listen to our fish stories as we laugh with us and laugh at yourselves sometimes. The first person on your program, Edith, has asked me to do this for her because she has some medical issues that she really just cannot go about doing this one. So I'm going to bear with me while I do her butterflies, dragons and monsters. Butterflies, dragons, and monsters, which will it be? The butterfly is free, beautiful, and welcome. The dragon is big and dangerous. Big and dangerous. Don't look too big. But he's big and dangerous, but he's beatable. We can beat him. The monster is unknown, ugly, and can carry you away. Butterflies, dragons, and monsters. How can I, the butterfly, be? The dragon is just a big bully. You can beat him. We can beat him. The monster can be found. Just use your magic. The butterfly will be free and will be welcome. Butterflies, dragons, and monsters. With help, the butterfly is me. Butterfly is me. The dragon is lack of resources. That can be beaten. The dragon is limited support. That too can be changed. The dragon is lack of time and energy. I have to use them wisely. Butterflies, dragons, and monsters. With help, the butterfly is me. Go back to what the definition was. The monster is past. He's in the past. Hurting myself. How many of you have past that's hurting you? The monster is unknown. Locking in the hurt. The monster has allies that are all within me. Dragons, butterflies, dragons, and monsters. I myself will help a butterfly be. No longer will the monster hurt with help more than me. The cells within us will be my allies. The monster will be gone, and I will be free. We're going to make him gone. It's gone. Butterflies, dragons, and monsters. I am me. I am me, a butterfly who is free. Thanks to those who've helped me, the dragon has become a friend and is helping me. The monster is gone and we are free. Next we have Cardi Sullivan, who's going to do a little short situation that she found in Reader's Digest, which I'm sure some of you may have read, but it's just a cute little filler-in thing here, and she's going to do that for us. But here's Cardi Sullivan with her little child on the train.
Once a young girl was put into the top berth of a Pullman sleeping car for the first time. And she cried and cried and cried. And finally her mother said, "Don't cry, honey. God will watch over you." "Mama?" "Yes, dear." "Are you there?" "Yes, dear." "Daddy?" "Yes, dear." Are you there? I'm here. Finally, a fellow passenger was fed up with it all. He said, we're all here. Your mother, your father, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, your aunts and uncles. We're all here. Now go to sleep. Mama? Yes, dear? Was that God?
Jerry Finkel and Betty Burkett have another piece with which I think we can all identify, possibly even as far back as college with roommates. However, these roommates put a little bit different time slant on the idea of roommates. Here's Betty and Jerry.
Betty, come in here and see all these nice people that came to see us.
Where?
Right in front of you, Betty.
I don't see anybody. Oh, where's my glasses? Such a pain. Without my glasses, it's like I'm blind as a bat.
You want a hat?
No, I said bat.
I don't know why she needs a hat or a bat the way she acts.
Well, anyway, I have an idea. Let's bake a cake for our company.
Say again?
Are you hard of hearing?
No.
I said, let's bake a cake.
That sounds like a good idea. But do you think you can still read the recipe?
Are you insinuating that I can't read?
Well, Betty, let's face it, you've been doing a lot of crazy things lately.
For instance,
For instance, we went to lunch a couple weeks ago, and we were sitting there having a nice lunch, and I looked over and I said, "That looks like a suppository in your ear."
and then I knew right away where my hearing aid was.
And then, when we were at church, when they passed the collection plate, who put the Dillard's bill in the collection plate?
Oh, well, you do some dumb things too.
Well, what do I do?
Well, remember last Sunday when we were at church? When we came out, I stopped to talk to some people, and you went on to the car.
Well, of course I did, and it looked just like our car. And I'm having trouble with these new shoes, and my feet hurt, so I just got in that car and sat down. And then I heard this male voice. "Are you going home with me?" I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Pastor."
Well, talking about cars, I had bypass surgery.
Yeah?
I had my gallbladder out. I had hip and knee replacement. I had my eyes operated on.
Wow.
And I think I had my uterus out. I'm not sure.
Well, we're sure glad we don't have to worry about you becoming pregnant.
Thank you, Lord. But I still have my driver's license.
And I would advise you all to recognize her car and get off the road when you see her coming.
Well, we're getting old. Very old.
Are we?
And when you go up that big hill, you pick up speed.
Like a snowball?
Yes, just like a snowball. But what about health food
Well,
they've been talking about?
you know, I have to tell you, you eliminate that health food because all the preservatives are in junk food. So eat all the junk food you want. So you get all the preservatives you need.
Yeah. And I need all the preservatives to protect what I've got left.
Not much you have left, Betty.
Right, I know.
But Betty, I have to tell you, I know we're blind and deaf, but we're also forgetful. We forgot all about the birthday cake.
What birthday cake?
The birthday cake we were going to make for these people.
What people?
Your friends.
What? I've never seen them in my whole life. So, come on, Jerry. We got an appointment at the spa.
Did she say we were going in the raw?
Anybody see yourself? Next, we have Clara Clarkson doing her Creatures in the Night, but I'm going to ask you something. How many of you all have wake up in the middle of the night and heard something going on and wondered, who is that in my house? Who is that in my room? Where's that noise coming from? You may begin to identify with Clara Clarkson's Creatures in the Night.
I'd like to tell you all about my home about 40 or 50 years ago. Had a nice little house. The only problem was it was 2-bedroom. And after a few years, we had 4 children, 3 boys and a girl. So we decided to close in the carport and make this nice big room for the boys. Unfortunately, we never got around to putting screens on the windows. So you can imagine with 3 boys what might happen with those windows. So eventually, naturally, they threw a baseball right through one of those windows. And one night we were sitting in the den watching TV, and one of the boys was in their room, and all of a sudden this cat jumped out through that window, and he came screaming out into the other room. It was just, you couldn't imagine. He was so traumatized from this cat jumping through the window. As it went on, different things came about, and the children grew up a little more, and one of them brought a snake home one day, about like this, I guess, and decided he would keep it in an aquarium. Well, that was fine, because it had a cover on it, and it was a small snake, so I wasn't too upset about it. But that night, I couldn't imagine what in the world was going on in that bedroom. Heard this racket, but we didn't get up and go in there and see. But as it turned out, this snake had shed its skin that night, scratching on the stick that was in his cage or in his aquarium. And then one night later on, I punched my husband and I said, there's something looking at me right in my eyes, right here beside my face. Wake up. There's something looking at me right here by my eyes. Well, there happened to be a dog, this as tall as my bed, looking me in the face. Don't have any idea whose dog that was, but it was belonged to somebody in the neighborhood. So we finally ushered it out the door and got rid of him. I'm sure he belonged to somebody in the neighborhood. But I think maybe one of the funniest things besides the cat was we heard a terrible racket in my daughter's room one night. And it sounded like she was up playing with her toys in the closet. And I thought, what in the world can this be? Well, this flying squirrel was in there. Well, we got up, and I thought, now how are we going to get this thing out of this house not only her room, I got to get it out of her room before she wakes up. So we got the broom, and I went to another room around to come back, and my husband was over here, and when I got back in there, he was standing up in a chair trying to swat that squirrel right out. I thought, now that's not very, not gonna help me very much. If he's standing on a chair, what am I gonna do, run out the room? So you can see that we almost lived like a zoo in our house because we had so many different animals, not counting the gerbils that we had, and 2 big dogs, and a hen, a chicken, rooster. You just can't imagine all the different animals we had over the years. But back to the cat, I will tell you that we did replace that pane of the window so that we wouldn't have any more of these strange animals come flying in anymore. That was my life when my children were little.
Our next piece is a published piece, and many of you have probably heard of it, particularly if you're in the Scarlet Hatters or know anything about that. This is called Warning, written by Jenny Joseph in 1961. It's going to be performed with some additions, I think, by Betty Enlow. When I'm an old woman, I shall wear purple.
Oh, mercy.
Hi, y'all. Now, when I'm an old lady, I shall wear purple. But the red hat doesn't go, doesn't suit me. And I shall spend my pension on brandy, summer gloves, satin sandals, and tell the family there's no money for butter. I shall sit down on the curb whenever I'm tired and gobble up samples in shops and press alarm bells and run my stick along all the public railings and make up for the sobriety of my youth. I shall go out in the rain at night, and I shall pick flowers from other people's gardens and learn to spit. You can wear terrible shirts and grow more fat, eating 3 pounds of sausages at a go, and then only bread and pickle for a week. I'll read my paper whenever I want to. And I can hoard pens and pencils and beer mats and things in boxes. But now we must wear clothes that keep us dry and warm. And no more swearing in the street or seen going in and out of bars or at the racetrack, so that we're a good example for the children, you know. And we shall have friends over for dinner and read the papers. And then sometimes sing those silly songs that we did when we were kids, like once when I went swimming where there were no women and no one to see, hung my little breeches on the nearby switches of an old oak tree, dove into the water just like Pharaoh's daughter dove into the Nile. Someone saw me there, swiped my underwear and left me with a smile. But maybe I should practice a little bit now, so that all the folks that know me won't be too shocked and surprised when suddenly I'm an old woman and I start to wear purple. Bye, y'all. Toodaloo. Y'all
you,
come back
Betty.
now, you hear?
Thank you, Betty. That has always been one of my favorites. I love it. But she's added a little bit to it. You know Betty, she's always going to add something to it. Carney Sullivan is bringing us another of life's tight spots. And keep in mind, tight spots. Especially those of us women who have been caught in a somewhat similar situation with a tight spot. And this was written by Hank Sitton.
In a busy city at a crowded bus stop, a woman was waiting for the bus wearing a tight leather skirt. As the bus stopped and it was her turn to get on, she realized that she might not be able to step up in her skirt, so she thought she'd better unzip it a little. So with a little smile to the bus driver, she reached behind to unzip her skirt a little. She couldn't make the step. So she thought, oh, so she again reached behind to unzip her skirt a little bit more. Tried again, and she still couldn't reach the step. Another smile to the bus driver, and she reached behind one more time to try and unzip her skirt a little more, and she still couldn't make the step. About this time, a tall Texan standing behind her, who was next in line, picked her up easily by the waist and plunked her on the step. She went ballistic. Well, how dare you touch my body? I don't even know who you are. The Texan smiled and drawled, well, ma'am, after you unzip my fly 3 times,
I know you're going to ask how many been in that situation. And I want to know, more than I need to know. Vern and Evelyn Morse are performing a getting older problem that we may all have faced. I know I have faced it. This has been a major problem for me, and some of you all may identify with their version of seniors and passwords. Vern is going to be the computer voice.
Windows. He's Windows.
He's Windows. Okay, he's Windows.
I'm gonna see what I can do with my new computer. First I have to learn to use the mouse. Well, let's see here. Okay.
Please enter your new password.
C-A-B-B-A-G-E, cabbage.
Sorry, the password must contain at least 8 characters.
B-O-I-L-E-D-C-A-B-B-A-G-E, boiled cabbage.
Sorry, the password must contain at least 1 numeric character.
1, B-O-I-L-E-D-C-A-B-B-A-G-E, 1 boil of cabbage.
Sorry, the password cannot have blank spaces.
Well, let's see. 50. BLOODYBOILEDCABBAGES. No blank spaces.
Sorry, the password must have at least one uppercase character.
50. Uppercase. BLOODY. Lowercase. BOILED. CABBAGES. 50 bloody boiled cabbages.
Sorry, you cannot use more than one uppercase character consecutively.
50. Uppercase. B. Lowercase. LOODY. Uppercase. B. LOWER. No, wait a minute. Lowercase. BOILED. Uppercase. C. Lowercase. ABBAGES. Shoved up your backside if you don't give me access right now.
Sorry, your password cannot have punctuation marks.
Well then, how about this? 50 bloody boiled cabbages shoved up your backside if you don't give me access right now. No explanation.
Sorry, that password is already in use.
How many saw something of yourself in any of that? Let me see some hands if you saw something of yourself in any of that. The computer has the devil in it, living in it, I'm telling you. This concludes our look at life for today and all of its age-activated antics and activities. We hope you've laughed with us as we've laughed at ourselves, and we hope that you continue to laugh to keep from crying, because many times that's what we have to do. After all, laughter is life's best medicine. So go out, find the humor in your situation, and laugh loud and long.